Hey guys, back again with another update video. Trying something a little different today. New mic, wanted to try out as part of shooting this video, see how well that works out. But today I wanted to discuss some stuff that's come up in the last couple of months, some uh, life stuff, some stuff related to the move, and how that in turn is going to affect the schedule moving forward. Before we get into it, please do like, subscribe, all of that. It really helps the channel to grow and ultimately feeds YouTube's algorithm. So let's get into it then. So first up, obviously, still here in California. Move hasn't happened yet. Probably one of the biggest things that has happened is finally got my spin endorsement done. That's took a hell of a lot longer than I ever thought it would take, but we finally got that done. I'm looking to hopefully try and get my CFI done by the end of November, because if we don't get it done by then, I'm going to have to retake both written exams. As it is, the fundamentals instruction exam, I'm going to have to retake as that times out at the end of the month. Obviously, large part of the problem was getting the weight off. Truth be told, since about, I want to say April, May timeframe, I've lost basically 30 pounds. So that's a significant amount of weight off in a relatively short period of time. With, I would say, probably the bulk of it coming in the last month, month and a half. Had to get a little extreme with it, as far as calorie restriction goes, but we got it done, and now that's one less thing I got to worry about. Now, as far as the move is concerned, that's now where we've got some issues. Once again, it looks like the move's getting pushed back. Just had a conversation with my mother not that long ago. She was apparently talking with our tax accountant, and they're saying it'd probably be a better idea to wait until after the new year for tax reasons to do the move, which unfortunately is lining up with a lot of the stuff we're dealing with regards to getting the house done. Fortunately, a lot of it comes down to us not being able to be there. Um, this back and forth between coasts is really just absolutely destroying our timeline as far as when we wanted to get stuff done. Because ultimately the problem isn't so much issues propping up; it's just getting things done. It just takes that much time. And you combine that with the fact that the last couple of trips I haven't gone because I've been here trying to get the weight off so that I could get the spin endorsement done has not helped. So right now, tentatively looking at next time I go back being early December timeframe. After that, it's going to get really nebulous as far as the timeline's concerned. Now, as far as that all this concerns with regards to this channel, my plan had been to use the end of year break we usually take through January to basically use that as a stopping point between Workspace 1.0 and now Workspace 2.0. Obviously, that's not happening because we're looking now potentially moving, February even into March. There is no way once we do this move that I'm going to be able to get reset up, get stuff recorded in any meaningful amount of time once we get this move. I figure whenever we do the move and actually do move a lot of the stuff I have here. I figure it's going to be at least a month or two, possibly even 3 months before I'm going to be in a position to really start looking at recording again. And that's mainly just based on, getting things set up, getting things recorded, getting things edited, and all this while I'm going to assume by that point I'll be working full time. So what that looks like moving forward, I don't know. That's going to be one of the biggest unknowns moving forward is, how long that downtime transition is going to last. So right now, looking at how we might schedule things going into the new year, I do think one thing I will do is stay at the 1 per month level. I don't like doing that, mainly because it does mess with recommendations and YouTube's algorithm and all that. And I hate the fact that we have to work around it, but ultimately we do. This is unfortunately where the suck part of all this comes in play, but it is what it is ultimately. So still stay with the 1 a month. One thing you guys have probably noticed is I've been uploading, a lot of model showcases and some shorts. I'm trying to do that right now as sort of a stopgap measure to sort of fill in some of the gaps in content for at least a next little while. There's a couple more that I know I need to edit together and all that. No idea when all that stuff will come out. Slowly working it into the schedule over the remainder of this year, and then I'll need to start looking at early next year. But getting back to the review videos, do those at a rate of 1 a month. That should hopefully keep us from potentially getting into problems of having no material. But I am probably going to have to shoot some more videos here in the 1.0 space. Right now, I unfortunately have got to move some stuff and clear some space. Just, one of the downsides of moving, stuff gets put in other spaces, and just it's a hassle, no matter how you try to spin it. So do that. Get at least, I would say 3, maybe 4 videos shot. At this point, I don't know how many I realistically can do. Problem's gotten to be that I packed up a lot of stuff, and thankfully, with OrangeCon, which just happened, did get some kits in from the raffle there that I can potentially use for material. Also, I'll be honest, I picked up a couple of kits as sort of a special treat for myself for getting the spin endorsement done. But probably the biggest thing is, unfortunately, we're going to have to still use this space. I had wanted to make that nice, clean break so that we have a nice transition. Probably use the first video when we come back as a sort of welcome to the new space. Some of the features that will, at least in my head, that I want to have for the new review video space. But unfortunately, at this point, I don't see that happening. This is one of those things that, as much as I try to plan stuff out, try to, add a certain degree of professionalism to all this, life keeps seemingly getting in the way of that. So hopefully this will be one of the last times I have to make one of these videos explaining, hey, unfortunately, move's not happening again. It's gotten delayed again, and we're having to shoot more video here. Now, one thing, hopefully that's going to help, is this new little lapel mic I picked up. So far, at least, looking at just what I can tell from the playback, it seems like it's working. Hopefully this will make some of the recording easier, just because it's a lot easier to work with this little lapel thing on me as opposed to dealing with the boom mic or the other mic. Moving forward, what will happen there, I'm not sure. We'll see. The only real issue with this mic is the cord on it. It's relatively short. It's only a 3-foot cord, so I do have to stay somewhat close to the camera. But at least, shooting like this, it does seem like it is a good enough length. So that's where we are with that. As far as events coming up, I've got SCGMC coming up, I believe, in about 12 days from the time of this recording. So look forward to another large batch of shorts going up. The shorts from OrangeCon did seem like, at least as far as the analytics go, did very well. To people who subscribed and all that, coming in and joining the channel, thank you for that. It helps immensely to help grow the channel. I do hope you guys stick around for what I'd consider more of my normal content, which is videos like this, reviews, and once I've got some more time, hopefully do longer format, full builds, and God willing, once we get this move done, get back to actually streaming, and hopefully go from there. But no, it does seem like the shorts, at least as far as YouTube is concerned, it likes those, so obviously we will be posting more of those from SCGMC in about 12 days. We'll keep trying to upload completed builds. I still have a number I do know I need to shoot, including a couple that I can't believe I've not gotten final photos of. But it is what it is. Oh, another important thing. About a month or two ago, I did finally get a rotating display table. I've been trying to get one of those for the longest time, and it's like one thing after another, but finally got one. So the last couple of at least short model showcase videos, I put that to use, and that's in my opinion been one of the better investments for the channel in a long while. Hopefully this mic also ends up being another one of those things. So that's sort of where we are at. We're still sort of stuck in this hold with regards to the move. Going to have to do some more video shooting to get us out to hopefully this move finally done. And this is probably going to be one of, if not the last time I have to shoot some video. I do think time-wise there's going to be some time in December where I might be able to get done, but depending on when we do send the next pod over and all that, that's where things are going to get a little gray as far as that's concerned. There's still just so much we got to deal with this move, and it's one of those, I guess you could say it pays to move short distance as opposed to long. Or put another way, if you're going to move long distance, it might be actually worth it to spend a little extra money and get something that's more move-in ready, as opposed to something you've got to do some work on to, fix it up. But I digress. So that's where we are today. If you guys have stuck around this long, thank you. Again, please like, subscribe, all of that. It greatly helps grow the channel. And for now, at least, probably check in again with another update video towards the end of the year. We'll see time-wise how that goes. And yeah, so until next time.